experience with Victorious as my birth worker. And I'm saying birth worker because I feel like, she went above and beyond, you know what I mean? And so I feel like, yeah, I have to share this experience with y'all. First of all, she was very, very good about coming on board with me during my last month of pregnancy. So around 36 weeks. I asked her if she would be my doula, my birth worker, and she agreed. She didn't give me any lip about being 9 months and then asking her barely. She was like right on board. Immediately, she made time to meet with my midwife and teach us exercises and birth positions and all of these things. It was very pleasant. And it was really good too because my midwife wasn't really into doulas, and she totally softened my midwife's heart and helped my midwife to see the importance of a doula. I really loved the way she was able to gently express what I wanted, gently give the midwife and the people around direction and order, and just she was able to express my needs in a very gentle and kind way, very PC, so it didn't ruffle any feathers. I like the way she was readily available when my water broke. She was in a whole nother village and made her way to me. No complaints, nothing. She came. She was very sympathetic and empathetic. And they say that you can't be empathetic with somebody unless you've been through what they've been through. But I beg to differ, because even though she hasn't birthed a child yet on her own, like her own physical birth, she was very empathetic with me. So when I was having contractions or in any bit of pain, she would chant with me, she would moan with me, and that really helped a lot. It really felt good. It felt like I wasn't alone. It felt really good. Also, she was very gentle with me. Like, even though, like, before my labor got really, really active, she knew that I needed to move around in order to make my labor active, but I just didn't feel like it. And instead of, like, bossing me around or, like, come on, do you want this baby to come out or not? She wasn't like that. She was very gentle. Okay, dear, well, you go ahead and eat first. I'll check back in with you. How about we do light exercises instead of taking a walk, and so on and so forth. But we're going to get it done. We'll just get it done at your time. It was very gentle, you know what I mean? And I really appreciated that. She was always checking in with me to see how I felt, and she used discernment to know when I needed her to, like, leave me alone. You know what I mean? So she didn't take anything personal. While I was, in active labor, I was barking orders and, like, very sharp with stuff, and she didn't take anything personal. I needed her to take a shower with me. I'm like, I need to shower. You need to get in the shower with me. She was like, okay. She didn't say no. When she even bathed me. I didn't even ask her to do that. I just needed her to be there in case I fell or was having a contraction. I didn't know she was gonna, like, bathe me, which was awesome. Even then, I'm like, you need to hurry up. And she was like, okay. You know what I mean? She didn't take it personal. She was a great buffer between me and my midwife because, I wanted to get in the tub. I wanted to do things. My midwife was like, no, not yet. And she was like, she took my side and gently, advocated for me. So that way it didn't ruffle any feathers. That was great. There was a time once when I was crying and my midwife was like, we need you to save your energy. And Victoria gently was like, okay, I need some time with my sister. We just need some us time. And she allowed me to cry, and she even cried with me. It was very beautiful. And then she wasn't even the videographer, but once the baby was coming, she even grabbed the camera and got to film the baby coming out, which was amazing. And while she's filming, at the same time, she's very present with everything that's going on. So when the baby came out, she was filming while she was rubbing the baby and while she was getting the meconium out of the pool. She didn't even think twice about it. She was just like on, and she was like very, focused and on, and was able to do these multiple things at once. She was very good at multitasking. And another beautiful thing that I totally love is her priestesshood. Like, she brought her priestess practices into the birthing experience. So, like, she was burning frankincense and ushering in the prayers. We had made candles for the birth, to bring in the birth, symbolically. And I wasn't in my right mind. She's like, okay, it's time to light the candles now to bring the baby in. If you guys want to do a prayer, now's the time for that. You know what I mean? So she was able to hold that type of space and use essential oils and bless water with it to set the space. So I really appreciated that as well, because that was in alignment with my spiritual practices and beliefs. So that was awesome. Then after the birth, okay, I was in so much pain. I wasn't even prepared for that much pain. And she was there like, okay, well, what can I do off the fly? She prepared some herbs for me to use on my lady parts, because I was in so much pain, and to do a sitz bath with. No questions asked. I just let her know where the herbs were. She went, she got them done, she made the tea. She didn't ask me, can I make you a tea? No, she was very proactive, and I really appreciated that. She was very proactive, and she knew what to do, and she was confident. And even when she had doubts, she was confident. She never let me see any doubts. She never showed me that. She made me feel safe and protected and understood. So that was good. And then when I needed her to leave me alone, she left me alone, didn't take it personal, and that was good. And then even after the birth, when everything was said and done, she politely just left. She didn't try to stay and linger. She allowed me and my family our time to ourselves. So that was even awesome as well. And then she checked back in to see, like, is there anything I could have done better? What was your experience like? I didn't have to go to her for that. She wanted my feedback, and she was open to my feedback, and very much open to, what could I add that would be better? What could I take away? And she wanted the truth and the raw. And so I truly appreciate that. And she also helped my midwife. You know what I mean? She helped to, enliven my midwife and just, be a support for her and show her how important it is that a doula is, or a birth worker for the mother. So I really love that. She did an excellent job advocating for me, and my birth totally wouldn't have been the same without her. And so I don't even know how that would have went. I'm so grateful for her services, and I totally, absolutely recommend them. She's definitely a natural, very compassionate, very loving, empathetic, and she commands the space. So that's very, very beautiful, and I appreciate it.